final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. They run here with Rico Dowdle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 31, here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
They run here with Dowdle. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Brought down by Willie Gay. Now 2nd and 9. Prescott to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. On the run, it's Dowdle. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The Cowboys 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Ferguson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Second and 6 with the ball on the 7. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
On third down, it's Prescott. Being chased out left. And that's going to be caught. Oh, a one-handed grab there. He's got it for the touchdown. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. On first down, it's Herbert. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back, because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in the game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Throw right side taken by Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now Herbert with it looking to pass. Steps away to his left. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
From the 50, here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. You look at this Cowboy defense. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? To the air again, Herbert. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Herbert's throw taken in by Samuel. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. Sanders is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Here's 2nd and 10. Inside give to Elliott. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. This ball nearly intercepted. A once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. 4th down, straight ahead.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
These two teams all tied after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A running play. It's Dowdle taken down at the 42.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Lamb will go in motion. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
Running with Elliott, and he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Now 2nd and 5.
Right there, 56. Watch the screen. Pass. 56 is Mike. 56 is Mike.
They run again with Dowdle. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out, and he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Well, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards, and this one winds up no good.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Out to his left. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 35.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter.
Touchdown, Saints. Adam Prentice, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints have taken the lead. And a point after, good by Groupie. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. Kevontae Turpin now to return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Timeout set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And they'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 23 yards, the final tally. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Prescott now from the 50. Dancing to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 18 more yards there and another first down.
And Ferguson established himself as one of the better safety blankets in the NFL a season ago, finishing in the top 10 at his position in catches, yards, and touchdowns. This year he expects to take that blanket off and just be one of the top tight ends in the league.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 48 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. They work now on 2nd and 9. To throw is Prescott. He'll get this to his running back, Dowdle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
And, Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Dowdle. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
Back to the air, Herbert on 2nd down. Now they go screen, it's complete. A nice little juke. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, he's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Herbert on 1st down now. He'll buy some time right. And I think the ball's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So this game tied at the half, and if you wondered who would come up with the first big play of this third quarter, we have our answer.
Well, in basketball, you know how they tell you to have active hands defensively? I think the same thing applies here. Nice job there prying the ball free. And now the guys have a chance to take the lead if they can put something together. The beauty of doing it in football, you don't get called for a foul if you hit their arms.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Here's Brian Anger now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game, and let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward, and he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They've been brilliant, perfect on 4th down so far. 3 for 3, and they're going to try again here. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
Well, Prescott, he's going to change things up here. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now Prescott. Got his man. It's Jonathan Mingo. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 4th down, Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL, but it's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about him getting it done? Proud of him. Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
56. Much 56. Yeah, that's what I do.
Lamb will go in motion. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is now 21-14. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Herbert. Flush to his right. Downfield, and he's got Olave. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now it's Herbert. That's Olave bringing in another one. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter. Groupie for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Oh, miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Back now in Arlington. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From the 20, here's a 2nd and 4. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Second down, back to Sanders. this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
And Shaheed going to go in motion. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there, gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. They'll try the air now with Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Aubrey now for the point after. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Herbert on 3rd down now. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw caught by Olave. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Well, they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's taken down inside the 30. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Flushed out right. Oh, no, he lost the football. Touchdown. And that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well.
and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. 2nd and 9. Prescott now. Buying time to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. Oh, some strong running. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 46 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Kill. 56. I got you, Pop.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down, but they are in field goal range already. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Herbert. Into the hands of Sanders. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Here's a 2nd and 7. Throwing, Herbert. Connecting with Hill. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Herbert to throw. Herbert has it knocked free. It's picked up by the Cowboys. He may go. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Herbert. That'll be caught by Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Here's 1st down. Herbert going to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Just kind of a wing and a prayer there. This ball's kind of up for grabs, but they're at a point where they have to live with that. And fortunately, this one winds up incomplete.
Herbert. He lets it go deep for Olave. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. One last throw here for Herbert. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Cowboys, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next